it's an early start here on FlightPub, and it's always a bad sign when I'm driving, because
he's a terrible driver.
That means no, that means we're not flying.
Sorry.
So, why are we flying, Cap?
The cylinder head, one of our 4 cylinder heads, is cracked, so it's out of action at the moment till we get that replaced. Everything to do with aviation is A, very expensive, and B, very slow. So it's been out of action for about 3 weeks. It's probably got another week or two before we get sorted. So here we are on the road. Where are we going today, Pete?
I'm taking you out west, buddy, to test the adage, west is best.
The area that we're going, for those who don't know Wales, is beautiful. So it's a lovely part of the country. We'll see some lovely scenery as well.
Nowhere more beautiful than Llanelli.
Well, okay. In more general terms, I'm talking. Nothing wrong with Llanelli, by the way, but West Wales generally very beautiful. So,
except Llanelli. And here we have the Llanelli Bridge, which for me is the definition of we're now in West Wales.
It's good.
I've brought you on a pilgrimage to the Felinfoel Brewery. We're big fans of their Double Dragon, so come here. It's in the village of Felinfoel, as the name would suggest. Historic link to Felinfoel. It was the very first brewery in Britain to can its beer. Unfortunately, they don't do brewery tours, but can't have it all.
But we did pop ahead in reception, and they are very friendly, very helpful. And one of the boys who works here is now going to come out and have a quick word with us as well.
Lovely beer as well.
The only tower brewery left in Wales.
Wow.
And then you see 1878 written on it.
I see that up there,
The bottom half of the front was built in 1854, and then they built on top.
And they built on top.
Clad a proper silo, so you've got the poshest malt silo in Wales. Yeah, so you can see, you can see that there's the pipe coming from it then.
Yeah.
That's like an Archimedes screwdriver, goes into there, and then in this building here on the side, we weigh it there, and then it goes up on a bucket lift all the way to the top. So then we grind our malt, then it goes down into the brew house then.
Gotcha. So all the kettles and all the brewing's all in there?
Yeah, all in that part.
Wow.
And we're here at the Mural to Felinfoel's other claim to fame. There's the brewery and its famous son, Phil Bennett. Legendary 1970s Wales outside half, Wales British Lions. What do you say?
Definitely one of the greatest.
Here at FlightPub, we're not just fans of pubs and flying, we're also fans of rugby. But despite that, we've come to Parc Scarlets at Llanelli.
Oh, very droll, Peter. You've just made a lot of enemies here, buddy.
But Grav, top fella.
Another legend. Another absolute legend.
Welsh rugby legend from the 70s. And, much missed, hell of a character.
Right, we are here in Burry Port, in County we're in?
Carmarthenshire. And we are on a FlightPub pilgrimage. Unfortunately, we're not in a beer garden, we're at the Harbour.
It looks like a beer garden, but it's not a beer garden.
So this part is for the flight part of FlightPub. So, and I'll hand you over to my flyboy buddy.
Just for the flying nerds, this obscure tiny little village in West Wales has got a place in aviation history. This is where Amelia Earhart became the first woman to cross the Atlantic by air back in the 20s. I think it was 1927, 1928, something like that. But they flew from Newfoundland in Canada, and they were supposed to go to Southampton, but
I was going to say, little fun fact, they were going to Southampton, but with Amelia Earhart being a woman driver, they landed up in Burry Port.
Okay, FlightPub does not endorse this message. Okay, the views are entirely personal and held only by Peter. Yeah, but basically they had to stop short. They moored a buoy outside Burry Port here, the idea to get fuel and then carry on to Southampton for the big finale. But typical Welsh weather closed in and knackered that idea, and they had to.
So they were stuck in Burry Port. Nobody wants to be stuck in Burry Port.
Came into the harbour, got sanctuary in the harbour, and of course that's the first place to make landfall, so that's where the journey ended. So this is Burry Port Beach. I did not know this was here. I did not know this existed. It's bloody lovely.
You stick with Pete, learning all sorts of stuff.
I have to say, Peter, every day's a school day. So here we are, Burry Port Beach. Did not know. Okay, car. Can we pop in? Come here. Yeah. Eatery type thing. Boot and shoe.
It's a nice old public, so you can see the surveying hatch there.
The little hatch.
What do you want, buddy? Hello.
Well, being as you were driving, and I am not, I'll have a pint of Double Dragon, please.
Where are we all, buddy?
So we are in Kidwelly and we're outside a pub called the Boot and Shoe, which wasn't on the list.
No, we're freestyling.
We are freestyling, and as we found, it's a bit of a find again. So I have got a fantastic pint of alcohol because Pete's driving, obviously, so I'm taking advantage of the situation.
I've got a lovely Diet Coke. So this pub, 300 years old, it's a bit coffee shoppy inside, but small,
lovely smell
quaint, nothing wrong with it. We have just found out a nugget of nuggets.
Total absolute gold nugget. So yeah, we're gonna play on that a little bit later. So God help you all.
We promised you some exciting news, which we only found out at the last pub we were at. What is the link?
I'm glad you asked me that, Peter. And people of our generation in particular will recognise possibly these ramparts above us. This was the filming site they used in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So just for your delectation now, we're going to create a little bit of that scene for you, right? Because it would be rude not to at the end of the day, wouldn't it? So I'm going to play the King Arthur character and Pete's going to play the Frenchman.
Oh, mais oui,
because he does it so well. So it starts off, he goes, hello! I say, hello!
Yeah, what do you want?
He said, I am King Arthur and these are my knights. We are on a quest from God to search for the Holy Grail. Can you get your master?
I'll ask him, but I don't think he'd be interested. He's already got one, you see.
He says he's already got one. Are you sure?
Yes, very nice.
He says he's... Is there somebody else I could talk to?
No. Now go away, English pig. Otherwise I will taunt you some more. Your mother was a newt and your father smells of elderberries. And my apologies to Monty Python for butchering your scene there.
What we really should have done is spend a bit of time studying the script so we actually knew what we were saying.
In our defence, we didn't know until about...
No, we found 5 minutes ago. But yeah, anyway, all seriousness, what a classic location. The bit I don't get is they're not riffing on it. It's not mentioned in the castle, it's not mentioned outside. So why on earth wouldn't you milk that? Unfortunately,
the nature of FlightPub is frequently we haven't got the camera turned on when there's some genuine comedy gold. And that was a lady walking down the path and he says to me, like, stop now, we won't say anything because she'll think we're mad. And just as she's about 10 feet away, Gav bursts into, when danger reared its ugly head, he bravely turned his tail and fled. Yeah, well done, Gav, you've really shown her we're not mad there, buddy.
Needless to say, she passed on the opposite side.
Mind is boggled with the good luck we just had then. We bumped into the Felinfoel estate manager who invited us into the closed and under refurbishment, Mason's Arms.
Which you can see.
And
he literally pulled up as we pulled in.
Yeah.
And he said, you just been to the brewery. I went, yeah, we have. And then he gives a guiding tour.
Nicest fella you can imagine.
Lovely fella. So yeah, you know, like we keep saying, people are lovely. Everywhere people are interested and they want to know. It's great. So
they're rethatching it. They're rethatching the roof of the White Hart in Llanddarog,
and it's
Carmarthenshire.
Nice. So Peter tells me that they brew their own beer, they distill their own spirits. Nice to come in, as Peter said. Oh, it's lovely. Fantastic. Oh wow, look at the fireplace, man. That's brilliant.
How's it going?
Yes, good, thank you.
You're serving food?
Yeah, there's the menu.
Oh wow, the shop as well. But yeah, this is amazing. Okay. Ooh, this is good. Look at that. What's the point? Look at this. This is where it all happens. This is where the beer gets brewed. And the waitress just said you don't leave until you finish. So I could have a bit of a long day.
Yeah,
fair play. The food portion's incredibly generous, I have to say.
We're not going to go hungry.
I don't think we're going to finish this.
So what's your verdict on the White Hart Llanddarog then, Gav?
Another Peter Pub Whisperer, I have to say. This is lovely. Well, I can't believe this little pub that brews its own beer, distills its own spirits, does food that you'd struggle to eat if you were a bloody dinosaur, doesn't have a wider market. They only brew for themselves. It's one pub, one outlet. They sell their own gin, their own beer, but only through this pub. I mean, it's an insane little secret that they've got here.
Nice joint. Everything seems to be heavily carved and big thick
quirky
beams with interesting stuff hanging off them, and nice good welcome there, and yeah, nice joint.